Calvin wins the lead.
Well, apologies guys, we're a little bit late, just the men's semi-finals going on and it's all chaos at the moment, but we are here. Good evening and welcome to the YALIN WPA Men's World 8-Ball Championships live from the Bali International Conference Centre. Our last match for today is Albin Ocean from Austria up against Derin SITORUS from Indonesia. It's a race to 8, winner breaks, 30-second shot clock, 1 extension each per rack. Your referee for this one is Zane. I'm Mark White. It's call shot, of course, being 8-ball. And calling the shots with me on commentary will be a very happy, I would imagine, Eric Hallison. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening. My goodness, still catching my breath from that dramatic match in the semifinals. Canada advancing in 3 misses in the shootout. Surprising within the first 4 shots.
Yeah,
great 5-set match, Canada going through.
Our semi-final wasn't that different to yours, really. It went to a shootout, 8-7. Finally, Chinese Taipei will meet up with your Canucks a little bit later on, Eric. Round about, well, any time now, isn't it? Around about 6 o'clock, I believe, or 6:30, something like that. I think they've had to reschedule it just slightly, give players a chance to get something to eat.
Yeah, players will need a little break. Both teams will need a little break after that. Those 2 battles. That'll be on for you on table 1 probably within a half hour, I would guess.
Yeah, back to this one. This one kicked off a little bit early, believe it or not. There was a little bit of a miscommunication, but all is good now. We're up and running. Albin with this 8-ball to take the opening rack after winning the lag and breaking. Oh, the cue ball's gone in as well. Well, it's not often you see that follow the object ball in. He must have thought, well, I'm safe here because there's a ball going to stop me.
Extremely
well, that's
unlucky.
unbelievable.
You have to hit in the exact middle of the ball you're running into for that to happen, especially at that speed. It's just 1 in 1,000 there.
Sometimes you just think the world's against you, Albin, don't you? I'm sure I know how you feel, mate. It's absolutely heartbreaking to have run a rack like that. Know that you've got a blocker ball there that's going to stop the cue ball, of course. And it's not even like it's really close to the pocket either, is it? It's like a little bit away from the pocket as well. Super unlucky for Albin Ocean there. Here it comes. If you want to see it again, if you didn't believe it the first time, there it is for the second time. Unbelievable. Foul on the black, of course, is a foul, and it's loss of rack. So he's got to put it out of his mind. We'll give the break over to this young man. Now, I commentated on this guy during the Commonwealth Games. Commonwealth 10-ball. He can play, this guy.
Yeah, I did his first round match of the World 8-Ball Championships earlier today, and I'd never seen him play before. He's a very nonchalant, just kind of goes about the shots without any emotion. But
yeah, he's got a lovely stroke.
Time between shots. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Eric, that wasn't the best of racks, to be perfectly honest. They hardly broke at all.
Yeah, so he was using that cut break from the side rail all throughout the first round. I didn't see that one specifically. I was just looking away for a second. But it won't spread the balls as well. And he got in trouble a couple times in his first round match with tied up tables, just wasn't able to get all the way through them. He did have 3 break-in runs, defeating a good player, Petri Mäkinen.
Wow, that is a good win over Petri. Yeah, we had Shane Van Boning as our first one this morning, Tim de Ruyter and myself. Shane Van Boning up against another Indonesian, and Shane looked very, very dangerous indeed. The Indonesian won the opening rack, and then Shane went 7-1 up, then 7-2, and finally 8-2 to Shane Van Boning.
Throwing in a decent amount of break-in runs, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think he had 4, I think. 3 or 4 out of 8. Not bad. But his all-round game is just so good. His safety, just mesmerising. I mean, we all know how good Tim is at 8-ball, and even he wasn't seeing some of the shots that Shane was coming up with.
Yeah, well, I think the edge for Shane in this tournament is that it's a 30-second shot clock playing 8-ball. It's not, these players don't play 8-ball in competition that much, and definitely not under shot clock situations. And it's underrated how quick you have to make the decisions and execute. And Shane just knows the game so well. Saw it when he won in Puerto Rico, or pardon me, Austria, where he won the title. Just didn't look like the shot clock affected him at all.
Yeah, I was sitting arena side for that one. I wasn't commentating there. I was there on behalf of the WPA, actually, conducting some interviews. I think it's one of the only ones I've missed, to be honest. One of the few tournaments that I've missed for Predator over the last 5 years. Clever shot there from Albin.
Yeah, covering all the stripes pretty well. Does have a bank on the 12, has to go for, even the 10 banks.
He's playing in the corner, yeah, banking it. Just going back to that scratch on the 8 in the first rack very quickly. To be totally honest, Albin shouldn't have been anywhere near where the cue ball was. He should have been straight on the 8, but just overhit the position. Just shows you, doesn't it, what can go wrong if you don't get the desired position. So something like that can always happen. Anyway, it's done and dusted. At least it's only cost him 1 rack.
Looks like the 3 ball has to be developed. Might be available in the right middle. 6 will play well on the 3 if that's the case.
As you know, I've done lots of commentary on Chinese 8-ball, but it's such a different game to 8-ball on one of these tables with these pockets and cloth. Just a totally different game. Of course, you don't play balls down the rails very often on a Chinese 8-ball table, so you're trying to nudge them out here and there. There's a lot more moving and shaking going on.
Yeah, whoever comes out on top of this in this tournament, look for them to have a minimum 50% break and run percentage. Really got to get the break going. I've done some 8-ball matches with Albin on the Euro Tour. They had one 8-ball event. He was at about an 80% break and run. That was with a tapped rack, playing with a hand rack here. Going to see a lot of power breaks. Players just going all out on the break, trying to get as much dispersion and action out of the balls as possible.
6 corner pocket.
I think you got to consider him one of the top 5 favorites this week, Mark. He's been slightly struggling as of late. He's not up to his usual superstar performances, but no real reason for it, I don't believe.
Pretty good 8-ball player. He's certainly up there in the conversation for possible winners, especially if he can get that break of his going and can avoid scratches, Eric. That's the main thing at the moment.
Corner pocket.
This time it's going to be the 8-ball going in the side pocket, not the cue ball. It was his nemesis in the last rack, but this one, it's his friend. Nice and straight on this 8. Normal service is resumed. Well, Canada finally making it then. I thought it was all over. I saw that unlucky making of the 9 as well for Alex when he was playing a safety, all around the table safety, and made the 9. And then John went for the bank, missed it.
I thought I was in halfway down the path. I called it as in and it missed the pocket by a fraction.
Yeah, it started out looking like it was on its way all day long. Josh Villa has started out his defence of the title, the one that he won in New Zealand last year. And he's lost the first rack against Sholi Sheriari. Keep you up to date, guys, with scores as they come in. You can do yourself the pleasure as well of going to probilliardseries.com. You can check out everything you need to know there as well. You don't need me to tell you it all. Good ball on the break, Eric, in the side. How are they looking?
Yeah, hitting it with good power, big dispersion. 5 and the 13 are an obvious problem. Just get a little look at the rest of the layout here. Rest of the rack's looking okay. I think the 13 is pushing the 5 a little off angle, not into the pocket. Otherwise, he'd be playing the 4-13-5 combo first.
Always immaculately turned out, of course. A real great ambassador, which he has been for some years now at Predator.
If Halpin can get the cue ball over to the right side of the table here, he can play the 4 in the same pocket as the 1 and open up the 5 early. Just want to be on the rail, gonna have to draw this. Yep. Yeah, it's off the rail enough to draw back into it. And this will be the shot of the rack. Every other solid, nicely in the open. Let's try to catch the left side of the 13 and bring the cue ball back up table in case you don't get on the 5.
Played to perfection. Well, I may have to play the 5 now, though, Eric.
Yeah, just a little
way down here.
Unlucky with how the cue ball came up. 5 balls down there, but not really on all of them, any of them.
So he has that saviour. 5 ball then. This time he's fine. I think he has the 3 ball. 6 as well goes. Yeah, there, the side-to-side head movement. Which one do I want? Do I want the 3 or the 6? It will be the 3. Take him to the 2, Eric. I believe it passes.
Yeah, typical 8-ball play there, just clearing out the pocket for the most obvious pocket for the 7. Again, in between shots a little here, considering the 2 or the 7. 2 plays well onto the 6.
Slightly wrong angle. May have to just go forwards. Very left eye dominant, isn't he? Oh, he's gone a little bit over the top of these 2 stripes. Should be okay though.
Yeah, minimal cue ball movement. Cue ball far enough over the overballs. Cue at it fairly natural.
So 2-1 it is. It's a break and run, Eric, and you mentioned you need at least 50% break and run kind of average. How's he doing so far? Pretty good. He did have 1 break and run in the first one, almost, until the scratch, of course. But he's had 1 there, and it was pretty good stuff all the way through, always in control. Played this shot here, which was really clever, to open up the 5 ball from the 4 ended up having to take the 5 when he didn't expect to. But from then on, the 3, 2, 6, 7, maybe just a little bit of a heart flutter on the 7, but pretty okay. Elementary in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, big factor in this tournament too is that it's winter breaks. So every player will be looking to put together multiple break-in runs, kind of putting pressure on your opponent.
I've just noticed that Max Eberle is here. I didn't know he was here for the 8 ball, but he is. He's in action against Radislav Babica from Poland, and it's the Poles taking the opening rack there. Bader Al-Wahadi going well. He's 3-0 up already. Shane Van Boning 2-1 down to Yip Kin Ling. Now, Yip Kin Ling has been playing some really good stuff just recently, particularly 9 ball. And a bit of 10 ball as well.
Side.
Odd one here. All 15 balls really on the upper half of the table.
Yeah, there's some problems, particularly, well, on stripes and solids, really. Going to have to work his way around these problems.
Don't really think he has much here, Mark.
Just a safety. I think Albin is on this ball into the side.
Not sure what that was about.
I think he called foul, didn't he?
That's what I heard, but I don't know. I don't know why he would have. Albin in a tough spot here. 7 of his 7 solids left on the table, 4 of them tied up.
Yeah, 7 does go in the side, but then what? He's got the 6. He's got the 5 that he can move balls off of. Or the 3, is it? No, it's the 5 on the right-hand side here. That's the ball that can open up the 4 and the 1 possibly. So could get himself a nice angle, Eric, here on this 5 ball. Well, that's almost one problem taken care of.
Yeah, he can go into the 4-1. But there becomes this a point in any 8-ball game where it's just you got to break out too many balls and you're eliminating too many balls while doing it. It's kind of called, there's a slang term for it. It's just called like a dead out. No matter what you do, it's too hard to run out. I think Albin was
Just
actually
so
trying to break into the 4-1 there.
Yeah, Dimitris Lukatis and Alex Kazakis have come over for a little sit down and a watch. Good friends with Albin, of course.
Yeah, SITORUS, I could tell by his patterns, hasn't played as much at 8-ball. He's just kind of scrambling a little bit. So talented, though. Did break and run 3 racks in the set, and really not many mistakes from Makinen. but I thought his patterns
Yeah,
could have been a little tighter.
To beat a player of Mackinnon's quality, he must have played some good stuff, and I can remember him from
10 ball corner pocket.
the I think it was the Commonwealth game. Yeah, it was the Commonwealth Games in Mauritius. Just his cue action is what got me. He was just moving the cue ball around so nicely.
Yeah, and very nonchalant too. Nothing really affects him. Just kind of lets the game come to him.
I think he actually might have come to Thailand with a few other Indonesian guys. His face looks familiar. I think he may have played a UK qualifier or something at my local pool room. I've definitely seen him playing.
I think George was saying that he finished in the quarter. Sorry, Mark. Finished in the quarterfinals of the PBC Indonesia, an open tournament.
That's probably the one that I've seen him in as well, because I did that one, didn't I?
Yeah. See this? Just kind of making something happen out of nowhere, and it's just not even thinking twice about it. Not rushing around, but it's a very kind of blasé type style.
Yeah, got his own style, his own way of going about things. Of course, there are patterns that a lot of people would follow, but doesn't mean to say you have to do that for everyone. You know, it's different people, different strokes for different folks, as we say.
Darren broke from the side rail. All his breaks against Mackinnon. Purposely played a cut break, trying to make the head ball on the side. Really jams up the rack a lot.
Jose Delgado is in action. He's 1-1 with Jeffrey Zen Mandra from Indonesia as well. Hayato Hijikata, 2-0 down to Stefan Kasper. We all know Stefan, of course, from the Euro Tours. Now then, Mexico Fortunski is here. He's up against Juan Carlos Esposito, and it's the Spaniard in front at the moment there. And Ralph Souquet, he loves a bit of 8-ball, does Ralph. He's up against New Zealander Toen Nguyen, and it's the New Zealander who's taking the opening one there. Back to you, Eric. What do we got?
Yeah, pretty open rack. Have to get a little better look on what the opening possibilities are. Cue ball right in the thick of it though, so probably has options on either suit. Two can play well onto the 4. 5 can play well onto the 2.
Fell a bit short there. Caught that ball a little bit thick, didn't he, the 6 in the corner, which is why it took so much pace out of the cue ball.
Yeah, the key here is getting somewhere. Yeah, key is getting somewhere straight on the 2. 2 will lead to the 4. 4 will lead to the 3. 5 has to be considered, and that's why he's taking such a long look at it now. Can play the cue ball between the 14 and 15 on the 5. But just going to take the easier pocketing here.
Yeah, of course, you're looking many shots ahead, aren't you, in 8-ball? It's not just the next ball or the one after that. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 balls you're thinking about pattern-wise.
Yeah, and a general rule in 8-ball too is don't give yourself a chance to miss a ball. It was very unlikely to miss the 5, but it was possible. 7 was higher percentage. Just playing a few balls here to get into that straight in position on the 2. Look out. I think
What's
the
he
9-ball's
done
got
here?
him.
Oh, has he? I thought he was going for his jump cue for a second there.
Well, I think the 9's got him on the 4, though.
Good job he's got an option, isn't it?
Yeah, does he have the 1 cross table?
Yeah, he does, yeah. Still some work to do, though, Eric. Oh, doesn't want to tie up the 4 anymore. That's pretty good.
Well, too much angle, though. Might be forced to run into it. Ideally, if you can run into the 8, that'll push the 8 away from the 4, and you can shoot the 4 in the same pocket as the 3. Good camera angle there if it's available on the side. Might just be.
Just don't knock the 8 in. He won't be playing it that hard, of course. Well, he's tried to hit it and he's missed it. He's going to have to play this cross corner.
4 ball, corner pocket.
That's the one thing about 8-ball. If you don't run all the way out, there's no safes at the end of the rack. Have to try something on the low percentage side.
Just wonder if the double kiss was on.
It's close. Has to hit it with some left to kind of let the 4 open up.
Yeah.
Still there.
He has had a tendency in the past to beat himself up a little bit when he, not happy with his performance or a shot goes wrong. But it really, at the end of the day, is only one shot, and just get it out of your mind, and it will only be one shot. But if you keep it on your mind, it can affect the next 2, 3, 4, 5 shots if you let it get to you. I've learnt that the hard way.
Yeah, it's a slight downfall for him. He's a perfectionist. When he's in full stride, I've seen him play some of the highest class pool in the world.
4 ball, corner pocket.
He's jumping this. This is a super tough jump, though, because there's no room to land in front of the 4. He's going to have to land right on the back of it. Bridging isn't easy either. Across the pocket. This is a very low percentage jump. Oh, he did well. But a chance for SITORUS. I'm pretty sure it's his dad that's watching, Sahat SITORUS. I'm pretty sure it is. Must be very proud of his son. Maybe he can even answer the question. Has he been to Thailand to play? Because I just got a feeling I have seen him here for some reason. So let me know, Mr. SITORUS.
Angle to get below the 14 now. Doesn't pass in the top right. Surprised he's not taking the 15 and trying to get on the 14. He will now. Just having a look at the 13 for a second.
Yes, it's his dad, but he's never been to Thailand, so it must have been online somewhere. Thanks for that, Sahat. Yeah, kind of just, I see what you mean, Eric. Just goes with the flow, doesn't he, with 8-ball? Just sees where it takes him, handles the next problem. Maybe not conventional, what you're used to seeing at 8-ball, but he certainly gets the job done, as you say. And he has got that lovely stroke that, you know, makes missing pots less possible.
Yeah, and I'm sure if he plays 8-ball like this, he plays rotation even a little looser. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but it's just like a natural flow to his game, kind of, you know?
Yeah, certainly entertaining to watch. It's not scared of the side pockets either. You often find, don't you, in 8-ball that the side pockets come into play a lot on the 8-ball.
If I were his coach, I'd advise away from cutting the break from the side rail. It's just too tough to put multiple racks together, and I think that's what's going to win this tournament.
Well, his daddy's listening, so maybe you can have a little word with him from a top 8-ball player. I can assure you, Eric Olofsson.
It's just one opinion, but
yeah, but it's a valid opinion, and it's, you know, it's a professional opinion. That's the point.
particularly because it's winter breaks. I mean, you want to, you know, breaking from the middle is a bit more of a punishing style when you don't make a ball, but you want to have those easy racks, kind of. Oh, look at this. They heard me. He's got an earpiece in. Just kidding. But here he goes from the middle. Let's see how well he hits it from the middle. Well, didn't work that time, obviously, but I would suggest that going forward for him.
Yeah, look at the split. So much better. Did he make a ball?
Don't think so. And, you know, you can go from the side rail, too, but at least hit the rack square. That's how Shane Van Boening won the World Championships. He broke from the side rail the whole time, but just full power, square on the rack. Cutting on the rack, I'd stay away from it. Nice open table here for Albin. Want to take care of the one over on the left side, kind of over there by itself. One actually plays okay onto the 8. Just have to find a key ball to get onto the 1. Seven's got to go before the 5 here. Could go 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I think 6, 7, 5, 1 is a good pattern now.
Well, Albin's certainly got a match on his hands here. Trailing 3-2 at the moment. Should be all square though after this visit. Perfect angle to get to the 1. 1 leads to the 8. Maybe just a little bit short. A little bit too much angle maybe. Yeah, played it thick up. Took the pace out of the cue ball.
Break.
Well, Alex and Demetrius not clapping. They weren't very impressed with that. Oh, he's got a bottle of water in his hand. Look, that's more important.
No, it's a compulsory break.
Hit him with good power, so it's not a power issue for him breaking from the middle.
Every 6 frames.
Used all the pocket there to take the pace out of the cue ball. I wonder if that's his dad there now talking to him. Look, telling him what the commentators have been saying.
Yeah, it looks like in this 8-ball event this year, players are going to be allowed to take a break after 6 games and then 12 games. I guess it won't be able to go to 18 games till later in the tournament.
Yeah, so they have taken a timeout now. So Eric Hallofson and myself, Mark White, will do exactly the same. We'll be back soon, guys, with the rest of this YALIN WPA Men's World 8-Ball Championships presented by PBC. Thank you very much, guys. We'll be back soon. And we are back. Just a little issue there with Albin's back patch. Making sure it's not coming loose. If it did fall off and went onto a ball, it would be a foul, even if it moved it or not. So 3-3. Nicely poised. Albin breaking off. For Rayler Eric.
Yeah, chose to go half on the rail, half off there. Cross the rack. Got good action. Ball down.
Full ball side.
Only shot on the solids is really the 4. So taking a tough opener. Doesn't really have anything on stripes either. 10 ball maybe, but position's tough. So actually taking the tougher set of balls here. Just doesn't have a good enough opener on the stripes.
Yeah, 14 blocking 7. Gonna have to take the 2 ball here, I think, or maybe the 3.
Yeah, passes in the bottom right, and he can play into the breakout zone for the 1-7.
Extension.
Joanne Ashton there at the back.
3 ball, corner pocket.
Had a match
Yeah, 3 Canadian.
earlier on.
Go ahead.
I remember it was a very tough one. Yeah, it was against Wei Chu Chen, and it was Wei Wei who ended up taking that match 2-0 in sets. Cheska going through as well against Savannah Easton. This is the women's 10-ball World Championships, guys. April Larson, good win over Lena Primus, a very, very dangerous young player from Austria.
Likely a protege of Jasmine Ocean, as one of the best coaches in the world on her hands. Available.
Yeah, she is actually. Yeah, she is. She goes to the academy there in Klagenfurt. Brittany Bryant, your lady from Canada, had a great win over Soledad Ayala. There's a real matchup in winners' qualification between Pia Filler and Sao Sewa. That is a real battle going to be happening. Meanwhile, back at the 8-ball, day 1.
Yeah, just getting that angle on the 3 and developing the 1-7 early was key to this rack. Looking good now.
I think he was trying to get on the 6 there, Eric, but he's going to have to take the 2.
Yeah, seems a little worried about it, so probably doesn't have the full pocket. Just the way the 6 is playing. If he wants to run up table, the 13 is blocking a lot of those angles.
More slowly.
It's a bit of trouble, Mark. I think he's going to have to find the window between the 15-13. Can't really come around 3 rails. 12's in the way. Would have to get too high up near the side pocket, and the 12's in the way of that path.
You can just play this with a bit of right, can't he? Bounce off the rail.
Yeah, between the 15-13, I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
8 ball, corner pocket.
Played with authority. Still doesn't look happy though, does he? Maybe it's just his focused face. That was a great shot, wasn't it? To get on that 7 ball from there. That really, really set up the rack. Took him straight to that other difficult ball, the 1, and from there on, Eric, it was just a question of don't run out of position.
Yeah, kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone in that breakout play. Both the 7 and 1 were in trouble, but got rid of them quickly.
Yeah, referees with a tough job. Who would want it? Not me. I couldn't handle the pressure.
Albin found success from the right long rail, so going back to the same spot. You're looking to hit it a little more square this time.
Well, same ball going in almost. Made one though. Ooh, gone ugly. They've gone ugly though.
Yeah, middle of the rack didn't open up that much, so he's got 5 balls around that area. Some problems on the right long rail. This is a tough out here. You can start with a 15-7 combo, get an angle on the 6 and come back into the 2. If he's going to go offense, I think that's the path.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that you could play that as a shot, one suit onto another. I know it's not allowed in Chinese 8 ball.
7 ball corner pocket.
Yeah. I didn't actually know that, Mark. I'm going to have to brush up because I have a tournament in about a week.
I believe it is. I mean, check it out because they do change some rules often, including the break area that you're allowed to break from as well, because they stopped you from breaking from the centre. Then it went to a 6-inch box each side that you had to break from. And I believe now it's gone back the other way again. Oh, got so close to nudging that 2 12 apart. Just missed it. And now what does he have?
Yeah, whenever you try to go for a breakout and you don't get it, it really derails you, generally. I don't mind just playing safe here. Well, he pretty much has to, has nothing for offense. Let's cover the 15. Darren looking at it like he might be able to swerve at it. Looking at something with the 9. Too sharp in the side, though.
Extension. 15 corner pocket.
Gonna swerve at the 15. Overdid it, though. Lost the cue ball. First small sign of emotion I've seen from him in 2 sets. Nothing serious, but just kind of swinging his cue, knowing that he could have hit that one a little better.
I wondered what it was saying on the back of Derin's shirt, Kota Malong. It's actually a city in Indonesia. Oh, Albin having another go at it and missing. That's the second time.
Yeah.
He's running out of options, to be honest.
A little out of sorts in this match.
Is he going to try here again?
I think he might have to. He's pretty straight, but he pretty has to.
This time he's got it.
There it is.
He's got it. Okay, he's not on it now. He may not be on the 1 either. He's certainly on the 4 ball, though. Nodding away to himself. Perhaps he's nodding to the music. Perhaps he's enjoying the music. I saw Derin tapping his foot to the music a little while ago. It must be something a little bit funky they're playing there, Eric, in the Bali International Convention Centre. Oh, great shot. Great shot, Albin Ocean. Yeah. That's a rack winner if ever I saw one.
Lag speed, hit it perfect.
Oh dear. I think he moved on that, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, not only missed it, it's one thing to miss a ball, but he moved on it too.
Yeah. He certainly did.
(14-13) finish here for Derin. Preference choice of how to play these next 3.
Yeah, he'll be upset with himself that he played such a great 2 ball. 4 ball down the rail and then missed the 2 ball, which was much easier than the 4 that he made.
Got a little too much angle here to hold on the left side of the table, but feel comfortable coming across in between the 13-8.
Gets it done, doesn't he?
Yeah, a lot of natural talent, and
if he works
I'd like to see him play rotation.
Yeah, I mean, if he works hard as well, you know, he's got a lot of talent, as you say, and that's a great recipe for success. It really is. Yeah, it was 10 ball I saw him play. He's doing okay. He's sticking with Albin Ocean here, so can't be doing too much wrong. I mean, Albin had so many goes at that 2 ball, finally got it out. They weren't the best placed balls, were they? Missed it there. And another go at it there and missed it. And then finally got it out, lifting that awkward 4, but he made that to perfection. And then goes and misses the 2. He was moving so much. Yeah, just decelerated on that one slightly on the 12, Derin. He's not afraid to move the ball around, is he, Eric?
Yeah, good natural stroke, solid in his stance, stays still on the shot. All attributes of good, solid player. Hit him square that time from the side rail. I don't mind that one. So, learning how to adapt here. Solid's definitely the better play in this rack.
And Shane Van Boning's still behind to Yip Kin Ling. Still 4-3 down. And in the final, Chinese Taipei 3-1 up against Canada. That's in the men's world doubles tournament. Early days there, of course. Best of 5 sets in that one. This is a straight race to 8 we're playing here. Winner breaks. And talking of winners, the winner gets a cheque for $70,000, which is a nice chunk of change.
4 corner pocket.
Wonder what this young man would do with it.
Extension.
Gonna try the 4 off the 3. Might play straight in.
Oh, it did.
Good shot.
Oh, not in.
Oh, sorry. It looked good on the. It must have cut-induced throw. Dragged it back to the long rail.
Drag-induced throw. Explain away. Yeah, explain that one.
So if you're cutting a ball very thinly and at a very slow speed, it'll tend to kind of take less of a cut path right at the end of the path to the pocket. So you can either play outside spin to counteract that, or just purposely overcut the ball. That's exactly what happened there. I just didn't think of it as it was playing. I saw the track at the beginning, but then it induced back into the long rail. It only happens at slow speed, and it only happens at very extreme cut angles.
Something else I've learned today, Eric. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
I'm
Dr. Dave has more of a scientific explanation.
Yeah, I don't go for science too much. I don't believe it's... I believe it, but I think it just muddies the waters slightly, just makes it a little bit more complicated, which I don't necessarily think you need to know all those things.
I agree. I don't really teach on that. It's just concepts, right? Understand that that's a thing and be aware of it when you're shooting those shots.
Yeah.
Corner pocket.
Albin better be careful in this match. He's up.
I was just thinking.
You know? Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, you know. I think he was trying to move the 5, the strike by the 8. But it went straight through the gap. Maybe now has the chance. Well, it's made him miss the ball.
I was going to end up behind it. He did. I don't know if he left the rail first.
4 corner pocket.
Might be able to see the 3. If he can. Be a favorite here. Yeah, he's good on the 3. 8 passes to the bottom right. Could go into it now.
I just feel so sorry for Albin when I see him kind of in this mood that he's in at the moment. He's such a great player. You know, you know, don't you, after a few years of playing this game, that it's a cruel game. You don't always get the benefit and reward, you know, that maybe you should. And it can't always be your day. You need everything, the perfect storm, to be all together at the same time. You need a decent draw. You need the luck to go on your side. You've got to play well.
Well, and the overall quality of the game is just getting higher. There's so many good players now. So if you're not in a good mental mind frame, you're just stepping out on the wrong foot for the whole tournament.
Yeah, well, I did read something. Apparently there are some health benefits, though, to playing billiards. It's not just a fun pastime. It also comes with numerous health benefits. The game enhances hand and eye coordination. It sharpens mental acuity. And it serves as an excellent stress reliever, apparently. I wouldn't say that to Albin Ocean at the moment. But additionally, it promotes social interaction and camaraderie between people, creating an enjoyable atmosphere for players to relax and connect. So they are the health benefits of pool. He'll be feeling pretty good at the moment. Sat in his chair, leading Albin Ocean 5-4. Already beaten Petri Mäkinen this morning. And you wouldn't know whether he's winning or losing from his expression, just neutral. Well, Chinese Taipei have taken the first set against Team Canada in the World Doubles Final, guys.
Caught a little cut on that one, but I believe he was trying to hit it square. Still not a full cut, so did get a good spread out of it. Stripes are looking good in this rack. No opener on the solids.
Radislav,
better look at the 10.
Radislav has taken a five rack lead over Max Eberle, 5-0 there. Max has travelled a long way to be here. I don't believe he played in the doubles, Eric.
Yeah, it was only one American team, De Leon and Van Boning. They had a good run, falling just short of the single elimination stage. He's going to have to run into something here, Mark.
I thought Nick De Leon played pretty well overall. I don't think he did himself any wrong. I think he was pretty good, done himself a few favours.
Extension.
Yeah, especially not being in an international competition as much. Definitely held his own.
Joshua Phillip just edged ahead of Sahel, 5-4. Defending champion, of course. Won the title, breaking off the back rail. I remember Eric Hallefson telling me. I remember that little fact.
Yeah, that really surprised me. It's a more stable bridge, but you have to hit the cue ball so pure to get good consistent reactions on the 9-foot. If you're on the 7-foot, it's actually the best break. Ooh, lost track of that one. Likely didn't have the full pocket. Was forced to play a lot of power.
He just looked a bit snatchy for him.
Corner.
Not his normal stroke. Now, come on, Albin. Let's see you get going. When he gets that cue through the ball, it's a thing of beauty as well. I do love watching Albin stroke the cue ball around.
Yeah, one of the best strokes in the game. Wanted to be straighter on the 2 there, but still lots of options.
Six ball in the corner. He's still okay. As you say, plenty of options. Just seems to be moving a little bit early. I'd like to see him staying down just a little bit longer, just until he gets, until he gets flowing again. I always get the feeling he's going to jump up a little bit too early. That was a nice stroke. Taking the 2 to make sure all of the rest of his work is down this end of the table. Can play this straight through if he wants. He's gone a little bit straighter than he wanted. Can just follow and play the last solid into the side if he wants. Can use a bit of the side rail making this just to get that cue ball out a little bit. So this to go level again, and we will have
Ball, side pocket.
ourselves a race to 3, Eric, so to speak.
Yeah, look for Albin to possibly click in here in the last 3 racks. Of course, it's going to be up to the break. It's broke decently so far. Tried 2 different ones. He'll stick to the side rail, half on, half off the side rail, the bridge.
Four now. It was 3 up. Bader Al Wahadi against Nguyen Van Dang. But they're 4-4 now. Radislav continues to punish Max Eberle. 6 up now. 6-0. Shane Van Boning 5-3 down to Yip Kin Ling. Jose Alberto Delgado, 4-2 down to Jeffrey Zen. Stefan Kasper all level with Hayato Hijikata at 3-3. Mieszko Fortunski's breezed through against Juan Carlos Esposito, 8 racks to 2. Ralph Suke 4-1 up on Toan Nguyen. You're up to date.
Yeah, look for Fortunski to be a force in this tournament.
Yeah, another player
in last minute.
Another player I was just going to mention, Eric. Torsten Holman who is waiting for the winner of another match, was actually recently here in my local club, and we had some nice time together, and he came and practiced in Double Kiss where I play, practicing 8-ball, and he was telling me something very interesting about, he keeps a diary of all his practice sessions, and he looks to, well, certainly when he's playing 9-ball, he looks to run out. He plays at 9 racks and he expects to run 4. And he's worked out through all his figures that if he breaks 4, he's right up there with the chance of winning a tournament if he breaks and runs 4 in a race to 9. He's done all the stats on it and that.
I like that thinking. Talking about with like matchroom stipulations? That's what he's practicing, I'm assuming now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he practiced 8-ball when he was here, obviously because he was coming for this 8-ball tournament. But when he's practicing 9-ball, that's the way he goes about his business, you know, practicing for the 9-ball events. Told me he's not really a fan of 10-ball. He'd rather play 8-ball. And of course, there's lots of experience at it.
Yeah, there's times with looser stipulations than matchroom stipulations. When I'm playing 9-ball, I can get up to about 50, but to win a tournament with decent players in it, you want to be easily over 30. He's talking about close to a 40% range there.
Yeah, it's interesting watching him practice.
One ball corner.
Sounds like we've got a little bit of a Hawaiian vibe going on.
I hear it.
Love to go to Bali. Oh, nearly a good shot. But not quite.
Nothing much for Darren here, though. Luckily, left him covered.
Extension.
Not sure how well the 10 plays into the side. Not easy, even if it does, but that would be one way out for him.
I was just looking at that. I'm not sure if he can get to enough of it.
10 ball, side pocket.
He's called it.
I don't think he can directly, but off the 13 maybe. Yeah, went right in. A little unlucky with how the 13s ended up with the 11, but he can attack those from the 14. Biggest problems for SITORUS right now is the 12. Could be tempted to try to play the 12 through the 1. You'd want the 1 a little deeper to be confident to play that shot, so might try to get to the short side of it here.
Well, Torsten will actually play Cledio Caci in his next match. I've just looked up. Cledio had a good 8-2 win over Alok Kumar, great snooker player actually, from India in the last round.
He's got a chance to get to the short side of it now. I think I'd go at the 13 here, just in case you don't get to the short side. Give yourself maybe one more chance to get back there. Doesn't really matter, just has to get the cue ball in that small area at some point. Side'll work. I wonder if the 12 even passed in the bottom right. If it didn't, that's a great shot.
5, side pocket. Sorry, 12, side pocket.
5. Yeah, 12 to the side pocket. What a great positional shot that was. Unless he did overrun it, he was playing it into the corner. But it just shows you he's a dangerous player. He may not be conventional, but as you said, he's very, very talented. Leads Albin Ocean 6-5, and he's one away from the hill. Now then, I often talk about the referees and what a great job they're doing, but today, it's a young lady, well, she hasn't been on any of the TV tables today. I'm sure she's been out on the floor somewhere working. But it's her birthday, so happy birthday to Angela Williams. Hope you have a lovely day, my darling. Have a few drinks and enjoy your special day. Angela Williams' birthday today. Yeah, what a finish this was, Eric.
Again, it just kind of looks like he's in trouble, but he finds his way out of it.
That's exactly how you described his match this morning, the way this one's going.
Yeah. I'd like to see him play rotation. I'm assuming he'd be more in control in that game, and I'm assuming the reason why he's a little out of control in 8-ball is just because he hasn't played much of it. He's an interesting player. Look for him to possibly do real good things. Even is doing good things already if he got to the quarterfinal of a pretty major tournament.
He's got a pretty big break on him as well.
Nothing down this time, hit it well. Stripes looking a little better.
Which route are you taking, Eric? What are you starting with?
I gotta get my 8-ball thinking cap on, Mark. I'll be there within a couple matches. Just used to thinking rotation. First intuition for me was stripes. Starting with a 12. 12, 11, 9.
Yeah, I'd have started with a 9, to be honest, but horses for courses. Depends what he fancies. I think he prefers your route, Eric.
4 ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, I thought about this too. Just able to get better on the second shot by playing the 4. Would have been a little longer on the 11. Full pattern there looked good to me. But he's on solids now. Something just disturbing him, though, a little bit. Yeah, he's come up a little short here. Something just disturbing him, though, a little bit, Mark. I mean, he's straight in on the 6. Every ball's open. There's no need for head shaking or negative body language, and just finding a way to kind of not be positive, and it's not turning into great results so far. Eight ball's only available to the bottom right. Has to make a plan how to get onto that easily enough.
I think he's going to have to take the 7 next. I think he was a little bit disappointed that he caught the 2 ball with the 5, Eric, on the way through. Just put it closer to the rail. I think maybe he would have been taking that. I think he thought about the 1 as well.
3, corner pocket.
Just going to have some travelling to go to get onto the 8. Having to take the 3 ball here, which would have been the better ball to get himself on the 8. Of course, that's not available to him anymore. Good recovery.
Played. Would ideally want an angle on the 1 where the cue ball is playing over the right long rail and back across. It's tough to get the cue ball exactly in that position. Might come underneath it. Yeah, it's a good shot.
Should be fine now. It's the break as well, isn't it, that he needs to get working. So we'll make it 6-6. Well, having said that, finished a little bit short on this one. Still fancy him to make it though. A little shake of the head again. His body language is just, well, it's not good, is it, at the moment? Still not happy.
Up for the rack.
You're all right. You're all right, Albin. You're okay. It's just a blip. Just a little lull in form. Remember, class is permanent, form temporary.
So final 32 match on the winner's side. So the winner of this will have to win 1 more to make the final 32 redraw.
I've got a question for you, Eric, but I'm going to save it.
Ready?
Actually, I'll ask you quickly now, and you can have a think about it. The world's most expensive pool cue made of ebony. I almost heard the disappointment in your voice as soon as I started asking it. And it's inlaid with 24 karat gold. How much do you think it sold for in 2017? There's a little question for you to lull over. Oh, Albin almost losing the cue ball off the table. He didn't, and he did make a ball in the side. Look at the 10 ball spinning. Is it the 10? I think it is. Look at that. And no Googling it, you naughty boy.
No, no.
That takes all the fun out of it.
$75,000.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're halfway right.
Halfway
It's
to the
actually-
proper total?
Yeah, it's $150,000.
Wow. Wow. I'd like to see even a picture of that cue. Never mind, hold it in my hand. I will Google it after the match.
Yeah, Google it after the match and have a look at it. I'm going to do the same. I only have the stats for. I only have the stats, I'm afraid.
Extension.
No pictures, which wouldn't particularly work anyway, would it? On commentary.
Yeah, jammed up rack here for Albin. Important spot in the match, too.
15. Side pocket.
Really a two-way attempt here. Just trying to get the cue ball safe, but SITORUS will come back to the table. I really have to develop something in this rack. He has the 5. Looks like he might have the 4 as well.
Well, whoever does win this rack will be breaking on the hill for the win.
Extension.
Well,
Great
Josh
shot.
Filler, reigning champion Eric, must have zipped through the last 3 racks that he needed. He's won 8-4 over Sohail Shahariria. I just butchered that name. Sorry about that.
Just trying to avoid the 12 coming back. Completely changed the path of the cue ball.
There's the Birdman with the man of the moment, Joshua Filler. Look, and Pia Filler. Pia, Joshua, and Felix Fogel having a little smile, seeing himself on the big TV. You'll be on it lots, Felix. I can see it coming. Fame and fortune await that young man if he carries on the way he is at the moment.
He's blocked an important pocket for Albin here.
14. Side pocket.
He's going to try some
Felix.
offense.
Felix had a good win as well against Ismail Kadir, 8-5 earlier on. So well done to the young Birdman. Always smiling whenever you see him. Such a lovely lad.
Nine. Corner pocket.
Must be great to hang around with people like Joshua and Pia as well. Hey, Eric, good influence.
Absolutely.
Nice shot
Played in the
there.
doubles tournament. Yeah, he's cleared out a lot of problems quickly here. Don't believe the 13 passes into the bottom right. So still has a couple more. The 11 does. So if he can get an angle going to the left off the 11, that'll work to open up the 13. Looks like he's underhit it as far as the 11. Still 2 balls to get back on it. The 13's available in the left middle if he has to. But tough to get the cue ball into the proper attack angle for that.
Cue ball. Overhit it slightly. Wrong side though, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd like to get an angle beyond the pocket for the 13. Seems pretty worried, so I don't see how it could go. 2 straight on the 11 to open up the 13-8.
13 corner pocket.
Well, the 13 does go, Eric.
Goes, yeah.
No problem then.
Yep.
Oh, he's disgusted again. He knows he's overhit it. He didn't want to be that side of the ball. Wanted the angle coming the other way.
Could still follow this ball 2 rails, but yeah, much tougher than it would have been if he was straight or had an angle going to the left off the 12. Could just cinch it too. Take more distance on the 11. Just proper play.
Corner. 11 corner pocket.
Shane Van Bonen has got his nose in front finally at 6-5 against Yip Kin Lin. 6-5 the score there for Shane. 5-4 for Jose Alberto Delgado. Well, he's had some problems during this rack, hasn't he? But he's solved every single one of them.
8 corner pocket.
Yeah, that was a great out.
Well, can breathe a sigh of relief there. You can see him kind of slumped on the table thinking, God, that was hard work. That was really tough work.
Yeah, at the point where the 1 started blocking a pocket where about 3 or 4 stripes had to go in, that was very tough. That's what opened it all up there.
Lots more action to come for you tomorrow, guys, from 11 a.m. local time in Bali. By then we will have crowned our first champions. The men's doubles final ongoing now. 1 set up, Chinese Taipei, and 1 rack up in the second set. Shane has just gone onto the hill at 7-5. Two-one now, Chinese Taipei in the second set. Bit of clarinet in the background, a bit of 8-ball pool in the foreground.
Going directly off the rail this time, so switching up just slightly. Huge power. Nothing down, so Darren's going to have 1 more chance in this match.
He can't believe he hasn't made a ball. Has a longing look as he walks back to his chair. Has he left any problems on the table? You're the man to answer that question, Eric. How's it looking?
I'd favor solids as far as the problems. I think you have to favor solids. 12 balls in a bad spot. Looks like the 5 passes the 1. Yeah, plenty of room there. So anything straight on the 5 is going to play onto the 1. 8 ball's a little surrounded by the 9-10, but still available in both pockets if he needs it. Runnable rack here for Darren. If he is able to get through it, he'll be breaking on the hill. did want to get on the 7 right now and got on it pretty well. Ideally, would want to have an angle where he's drawing straight back. Might be going just to the left. So I'm going to take the 5. Starting to get in a bit of trouble now, Mark.
Yeah, this is the shot. 7 to the 1. How does he get there? Joshua's got a bit of a tan going on there, hasn't he? Looks like he's been lounging around on the beach instead of practicing. He's still winning, though. Keep that formula going, whatever it is. Oh, he's overdone this.
Yeah, actually had the chance to come back between the 12-14, but overdrew it by a fair bit.
Just a safety, just rolling up to the 3. Oh, he's called the bank and gone for the bank, has he? Still the same result, bit of safety. Not bad, Eric. Nothing for Albin to go at. Difficult 9 ball.
Yeah, usually you don't want to take too many chances when you're outnumbering your opponent by this big a margin. Three. The 9 can block the 3, but he'll be leaving a bank open on the 1. It's funny, the 10's actually going to play off the 8 near the 1. Looking for something a little different here. He'd be drawing at it if he was playing my shot. It's good
Pretty
there.
clever. Yeah, all he can do is come back to the side rail again, can't he? But it doesn't do his 1 any favours either. Doesn't want to be pushing it into a safer position. He's going to have to hurry. 5 seconds.
Don't mind that play.
No, quite an intelligent shot, I thought. Very smart. Maybe overhit it just slightly, but good idea.
12, corner pocket.
Oh, Albin found one. So this is the chance. Does the 15 pass? I don't think it does. Does he have the angle to go to the 15 here, Eric? Off the side rail?
Looks a little straight. The 15 might go.
Just looking at the 8.
13.
I think he was looking at the 8 then to see if it's past the 1. That's the second time he's ever had a look at that. May take the 11.
Yeah, he can run the cue ball into the 1 here if he's worried about how much the 8 passes the 1. Pretty sure he would have tried to get at the 15 earlier if it doesn't pocket in the top left.
Well, certainly does now.
15-9-13 finish can work.
And standing out the corner here. Cue ball heading along the potting line. There you see Shane in the background. On the hill, Shane Van Boning. He's overhit it.
Hit it, Mark.
He knew it as soon as he hit it. Oh, this is a thin one. He's got plenty of support at the end of the table there, watching him, rooting for him. I think I just saw Mario He join the party as well. He's a doubles partner. He's going to have to hit this hard. What a shot, Albin Ocean. Still needs one more.
8 corner pocket.
Tough one down the rail, but it will win in the match. If he can make it. He has made it. Great shot, Albin Ocean. Well, he'll be, I think, just relieved to get through that match. Derrin played his part as well. Very, very talented. And there's the smile from Albin right at the end. And he must be